Yo, yo, yo!
What up? It's your boy Steven.
And your girl Michelle.
And this is the raw truth through our eyes. I'm so excited about this podcast.
So am I. You have no idea.
We've been waiting on this podcast for a minute. We've been talking about it, putting it into works.
Exactly. We've been speaking on it, talking about it, manifesting it, and now it's here. This is episode 1.
And we're going
to have some fun. We're going to laugh a lot. And we're going to talk about some crazy things. Are you ready?
I think they're ready.
I do too.
So, the first thing we're going to talk about is what we do.
What we do. Who the fuck are we?
So, if you guys don't know, now you know. Your boy Steven is a personal trainer, certified personal trainer, dietitian, strength and conditioning coach, as well as I'm missing one thing, kettlebell instructor. I love working out. Working out has been a huge passion ever since I was in high school. And I feel like working out at least twice a day is benefiting not just you mentally, but also your body. Think about it. We come home, we're tired from work, and all we want to do is eat, sit on the couch, enjoy family, and whatever you guys do after that. Well, it's not all just about that. We got to treat our bodies like a temple. Right? So our bodies are like a temple. We have to treat our bodies like a temple. So we can have all that, come home and eat, hang out with the family after we work out. Right?
Right.
So what's the point of prolonging going to the gym? There are a lot of ways, and this is why we're here, to help you get yourself motivated to get into the gym.
Exactly. So now let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am a personal trainer. I am in school right now through one of the highest certifications to be certified as a personal trainer, health coach, nutrition specialist, and a bunch more. My goal is to work with professional athletes later on. I have lost over 100 pounds working on myself, just in the gym, working out. And it became a huge part of my life. And now I love to push it to other people, motivate others, and consistently show that it's not just about, oh, I go to the gym. It's a lifestyle change. It's part of you. Working out now is a place to break free from regular life, to clear my mental, to move on to something and forget the outside world for an hour or two a day. It's a place to just be able to set free and enjoy yourself. So there is so much more to come. This is just the beginning, and we have so much to share about it.
And honestly, I don't get why people don't want to work out. I mean, this is me speaking hypothetically, but don't you feel good after leaving the gym?
Hell yeah. I mean, definitely there's times where I'm like, I dread it and I'm not like motivated. I don't want to be there. But I get up, I push myself to go. And then afterwards, I feel so much better about myself, so much more productive and accomplished for the day. And so much more. It's just the like relief of everything when you go done with a workout.
And trust me, I've been there to a point where I'll get done with work or wake up in the morning and be like, oh, I gotta go to the gym. I really don't feel like going to the gym. Well, by the time I get to the gym, I'm already there, right? So I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna work out, whatever. By the time I get to the gym, I'm ready.
Exactly.
It's always, the problem is getting to the gym. You know, it used to be a problem for me. I don't know if it's a problem for you guys that are listening right now, but getting to the gym has been a huge problem for a lot of people in life.
Yes.
And like, once you get there, it's kind of like, okay, well, I'm here now. I might as well just work out.
Exactly. And I think too, like as a trainer now, it holds me accountable a little more, as in I hold my clients so accountable, and if they're not going to the gym, they're slacking. They're not putting forth their best effort to themselves. So why am I pushing my clients that hard if I'm not pushing myself that hard? And so I hold myself accountable in that way. But let's say you're not a trainer and you just like working out, or you have goals, you have body goals that you want to reach, health goals. You have to push yourself regardless. Motivation is not a factor. You're going to have days where you're not motivated to do anything. You're going to have days where you're motivated to do everything. And that's just simply with life, not just working out. And I truly feel that it's about mindset. Do you really want this? Or is it just one day? But why set a goal if it's just I'll get to it? That's not a goal. That's just a thought. Now make it a goal and hold yourself accountable to reach it.
You know, the funny thing is, right now I train a few clients, and I have a few clients that they used to not have that motivation to come into the gym. And most of my clients now kind of push that gym schedule into their lifestyle. That's the whole objective. As a trainer, we want to push our clients into that kind of lifestyle. Be like, okay, listen, after work, I got to hit the gym. Or before work, I need to hit the gym because I know after work, I am not going to go to the gym. I hold all my clients accountable. I text them every day. Hey, I haven't seen you scan in. Why aren't you at the gym? If I hear an excuse, I pick up on excuses all day. Like, I call people out like chicken feet on a platter. Like, it's crazy. And honestly, some of my clients get a little irritated because I'm always at their necks about coming to the gym. But it's like, you pay me to help you.
Right.
And this is what I love to do. And I'm going to keep doing it until you tell me, okay, I don't want to be in the gym.
Thinking about, to me, like, if we go off into ourselves, I feel like if I make an excuse about the gym or something like, oh, I can't do this because I'm too busy or whatnot, I'm just making excuses that are holding me back. And I'm at a point in life where I refuse to hold back because there's only room for growth and to level up. And I feel like excuses are only making you weaker as a person. It's holding you stagnant. Do you want to be stagnant in life? Or do you want to continuously grow? It's the hardest part is day one. If you get there day one and you consistently hold yourself, I don't care if you have to set an alarm. I don't care if you have to write it in a time on your calendar. I don't care what you have to do. If you go to the gym to start walking for 30 minutes to watch a YouTube video, and that's how you start to hold yourself accountable and consistent, then it grows from there. The first day is the hardest. The first week is even harder to stay on top of it. And that first month is the hard part where are you going to stay consistent? But once you start making it a routine in your daily life, or like, let's say 3 to 4 times a week, once you start that for a few weeks, you're not going to be able to just stop. And if you do, you feel wrong. You feel guilty for not going. Yep. It becomes your happy place. When I first started working out, I hated it. I hated going to the gym. Even though I was a competitive skater growing up, I liked to work out. But once it was like not for my skating, it was because this is what I need to do. I need to lose weight. I need to get myself healthy. When it became to that, I was like, I don't want to go to the gym. I have so much other stuff. I have school, I have work, I have this and that, relationships, whatever else. And now it was the hardest part. So I got a trainer, worked with them because at least one day a week I was going. At least I was there. And then I had someone holding me accountable. And now it's became the biggest part of my life to where the trainer I once had, I basically train them in my workouts now. So it's about holding yourself accountable and just being consistent.
It truly is. I personally have this one client. I'm so proud of her. I am so proud of her. I'm not going to speak of names, but I am extremely proud of her. She came to me over 300 pounds. And she had the motivation to work out. She wanted to lose the weight. She wanted to look like a whole snack, going to the bar, like, I'm about to go pick me up a man.
Okay, period. Period.
Okay? So I was like, you came to the right guy.
Right.
You came to the right guy. I'm going to get you right. I'm going to get you where you want to be. And I'm going to help you get this into your lifestyle. From working with her, we do like a 52-week contract together. Working with her, within maybe 6 months, maybe a little bit more, she went from over 300 pounds to like 227. And that was a milestone. That wasn't just for her, but that wasn't just for me, but that was for her. Mm-hmm. Like, she did that. I was just there coaching.
Right.
You know?
You were pushing her, keeping her going.
And then also what made me really proud about it was she was coming in on her off days and just walking that treadmill on the highest incline, fast speed. I mean, we're talking fast walk. Now, as a trainer, I don't like treadmills.
We all don't like cardio.
I hate cardio. But
you have to do something.
You have to do something. And honestly, I feel like, and maybe just because my brother put this in my head, treadmills, like jogging, doesn't really burn too much. And it's true. It doesn't burn anything. I mean, it burns something, but it doesn't burn as much as if you were pushing up weight or doing a circuit or running.
Right.
If you're running, doing a circuit, pushing weight, you're more obligated and more prone to lose the weight, hit your cardio, as well as pushing weight.
And that's what a lot of people don't realize is that you'll go to the gym and do cardio, you'll walk 30 minutes on the treadmill, highest incline. Yes, you can get some results, but if you want that real change, that real snap, you need to be doing circuits, heavy lifting. You need to be pushing your body past those just cardio limits, because if you're doing everything consecutively, you're going to see crazy results. And I think another part too is people think, oh, it's just a goal. Once I get there, I can stop. Dieting is a bunch of BS to me. All those things, it becomes a lifestyle change. You're not just doing it for right now, but this is what you're going to do the rest of your life. Yes, things get in the way and things might change in 5 years and 10 years. But if you start today, you'll be able to add it in always. If you consistently hold yourself accountable for it, and it's no longer just a goal, and it's no longer, oh, once I reach here, it's fine. That's what diets are. It's, 6 weeks I'm going to be on this. You lose some weight, and then once you stop, it all comes right back because you don't keep yourself in the same, routine, things like that, adding the correct things to your body. You now just all of a sudden go back to your old ways. You have to make it a lifestyle change. It's not just stuff for the now. But it's crazy. That's how I lost the most of my weight, is once I started really adding weight training in. I said, forget cardio, and basically put myself through crazy circuits. That was my cardio, was weightlifting, was high intensity, making my body move in ways that it never really has. And yes, it takes a minute to work up to that.
Yep.
I'm not saying go kill yourself in the gym. But push yourself. Right.
Don't just go into the gym and start lifting 60 pounds. You never lifted 60 pounds before and be like, oh my God.
Don't try to deadlift 120 like you know what you're doing when you don't.
Exactly. Form is key. Form is key. If you don't know form, it's good to have a buddy with you. Or
even if you're at a gym, go ask a trainer. Go ask someone who works there. Or even if you see someone working out, doing something that you've never done, ask them, hey, what are you doing? I've never been here. Could you teach me something? Don't be afraid to ask for help so that you can get better. Succeeding is about you fail. You come into parts where you have no idea. As a trainer, as someone who's specializing in this, I every day come across something new that I've never learned and something that I have to go fix for myself because I'm like, wait a second, my form's wrong. Or wait a second, this is a new thing. I'm researching all the new. And it's all about consistently asking for help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to stop, step back, and be like, hang on, let me make sure this is okay. or asking a random person in the gym. And 9 times out of 10, every gym rat, gym bro, the people that seem the most intimidating are actually the nicest people and rather watch you succeed, rather help you get somewhere. Yes, you're going to run into those ones that are like the assholes that don't want to help you, but for the most part, you're going to come across people who will stop for a second and be like, let me finish this set real quick, and then I'll show you how to do it. So you'll know, because nobody wants to see another person getting hurt in the gym, and it's the easiest thing to do.
Oh, yes. Very, very easy. Also, I wanted to touch base a little bit about the nutrition and diet side as well. As a nutritional coach, dietitian, whatever you want to call me, they got all these super names out here for different things. Diet necessarily, it's important. It's important, but you want to add working out to that as well. I'm not saying you have to eat good for 7 days a week. You know, we have cheat days. Honestly, I think I have a little bit more cheat days than she does, but that's just me.
But my biggest thing, too, is not putting yourself on a diet, but putting yourself in a good routine and balance. Have a balanced diet to where you can have your good and bad foods, the tasty things, but in moderation. I can eat chocolate, sure, but let me make sure I'm eating something healthier as well. Let me make sure I'm drinking my gallon of water a day. It's not just, let me eat this and then let me eat some chips. Now let me eat some cake. You want to have it in moderation.
Now, wasn't it Michael Phelps that was always eating McDonald's?
I am actually not sure.
I want to say it was Michael Phelps that was always eating something from McDonald's
or Subway
or Subway. I mean,
yeah,
as a pro athlete, you're gonna be on a crap ton of commercials, especially for fast food,
right?
But I want to say I heard Michael Phelps eating McDonald's just to gain mass, and McDonald's is one of the cheatest ways to get your calorie intake, even though I think a Big Mac is like over 500 calories.
Yeah, something like that. But
I mean, I'm not telling you to go out and eat McDonald's if you're trying to get your calorie intake, but there's also other ways you can hit your calorie intake by eating healthy, making your own meals, your own foods. It makes it 10 times better.
Right. And I feel like, yes, you can eat those things, but then when you start getting into the gym, you want to be healthy. You're like, okay, I could eat this Big Mac, I could eat this, but the nutrition value is not what you want in your body. That's how I am. I don't eat fast food. I don't like it. I don't like the smell of it. I don't like to deal with it. But that's my personal preference. I know plenty of people in the gym that look amazing, that reach their goals, and they still eat certain stuff, but I'm more focused on my internal health as well, and that stuff is not great for your body. But I also kind of want to touch base on how we know each other, what we're kind of like about, like what makes us so strongly minded about all of this and where we're going and why we're so passionate about like this podcast and why we're doing it.
So I met Michelle at the gym. I saw her a few times.
Back when I was a client.
Yeah.
Back when I first was starting to lose weight, like barely knowing stuff in the gym.
And at one point, I was like, oh, I can see us being friends. Like really good friends. I can see us.
Yes.
Well, I don't know. We didn't talk. We barely talked.
We barely talked because I was a little nervous. He's very tall compared to me. And it was just like this very tall man that like I didn't know. And I was like, oh, let me not do that. So then then COVID hit and we stopped seeing each other at the gym. I got seriously injured. I tore my shoulder really, really bad and had to stop working out completely for a few months. And then I came back and I no longer had a trainer. It was all based on what do I want for myself? What am I going to do? Because when I tore my shoulder, I lost full independence on my right side. And I had to get it back. And now I'm deadlifting. I'm doing crazy things in the gym in 1 year. But it took a lot of mental, strength to let's go see what I can do today. And so when we were there, me and Steven, just started talking. We would just laugh. We'd, joke about stuff. I was in the gym every single day for 2 hours.
Sure was.
Because I had nothing else to do. I couldn't work. I couldn't do anything. So we were in the gym, and we just became best friends. We'd work out randomly. We'd just hit sets together. And then he pushed me to be a trainer. I wasn't even thinking about it. And he was like, you're in here daily. You're working out crazy. Why don't you be a trainer as well?
You can give that motivation that you give to yourself to other people to help them reach their fitness goals or reach a goal that they're trying to hit. There's a lot of people that, I want a fitness wedding dress by so-and-so and so-and-so. Well, depending on when your wedding is, that I can't tell you're going to lose 100 pounds in 2 months, but I can promise you'll lose 50.
Right.
You don't want to go crazy when it comes to losing weight. You want to, if your goal is 150, you want to lose 150.
It's going to take you minimum a year. Yeah. Because you don't want to lose the weight in 2 months. You don't want to lose the weight in 6 months because your skin won't bounce back. Your body won't, lose it to where it's off for good. Mm-hmm. The second you drop all that, you might be like, oh, I'm good now. I can eat this or I can do this. And then it's you're going to start putting on the weight again. You're going to slow something down because you're not changing your lifestyle. You wanted a quick fix. And a quick fix is never a long-lasting result.
And it's not. And I wouldn't say... Another thing I would say, too, is when people say I want to lose 150 pounds, they think they're going to lose it within 3 months. And you got to remember, you have to eat what you burn, right? Yeah. So you're also replenishing what you burned at the gym.
Even if you're on a deficit, you still have to put your nutrition in your body. And I'm a huge advocate for that. How many times have I called you and been like, I literally can't move. I feel so sick. I'm not doing good. I'm my body is exhausted. This and that. And your first question is, did you eat? No. I work so much and I get caught up in just go. And I forget to eat. I forget hunger. I'm hungry. I forget all of that. And so now my biggest thing is protein. Just get your protein in. Protein shakes. Do something to get protein in. We'll worry about the rest of the stuff later if I can't think about that now. But I feel like we're getting off track just a little bit, but I feel
But it's okay. I mean...
It is. You guys are hearing our passions for this, but me and Steven met, and we just kept getting closer and closer, and then we just became friends. We were having fun, hanging out, and then we were like, what should we do? We both became very strong-minded about business and being entrepreneurs, and we talk almost every day about, so how's your clients? What did you do today? Did you learn something? Or we talk about what we learn, or we talk about just everything in health and fitness. It always gets brought up in our conversation.
We bounce ideas off each other.
And so we were like, let's take this to the next step and share what we talk about just in ourselves, just in our one-on-one time to the world. Push motivation, push positivity, push our knowledge onto others to help you guys get where we are. I'm not perfect. We're not the ones out here doing everything that thinks, look at us, we're doing amazing.
We're not saints.
We aren't. We do things. We go out on weekends. We have good times. We have our cheat days. We have sometimes weeks where we probably shouldn't go out as much as we do. But we do. We're young. We're having fun. We're living and enjoying life while adding fitness into it, while focusing on our health so we can have a long life ahead of us while we have fun. Yes. You can have both. You don't have to give up your party life. You don't have to give up your going out. You don't have to give up all that just to get healthy. Yes, you have to cut back just a tiny bit on something, sure. But there's ways around it. And that's my biggest thing is have certain things in moderation and Go live your best life. Stop holding yourself back, reach your goals, and keep going. Set more.
Yeah, and that's very important. We have to set goals. If you are going into a gym and you don't have a goal set of what you're trying to hit, it's like you're going into an unknown world or an unknown universe. Like, you don't know what to expect or what to do.
Yeah.
It's always good to have a plan, always good to have a goal, because when you have a goal and the plan, you kind of know where you want to be, so you know what you're trying to hit. If you're trying to focus a lot on burning fat, if you're trying to burn fat, I'm not going to tell you to jump on the treadmill and run for hours and hours and hours.
No.
Burning fat, simply burning fat comes with lifting weights. You lift weight when you're lifting weights, you're burning so much more fat than I don't even think people even realize that.
Building your muscle burns fat. Working your muscles burns fat.
Yep.
And when you first start working out, a lot of people love to do their cardio first. That's not burning any of the fat. You have to work out like a higher intense workout for at least 30 minutes before you reach the fat burning stage.
Yep.
But I definitely feel like, a lot of people come into my gym and be like, I just want to be healthy. I'm like, okay, so what's your goal? What do you really want for your body? I don't really care. I just want to do this. If you don't have goals, sit down, grab your phone, grab a piece of paper, something, and just write out what you want to change about what you look in the mirror at. You see your body every day. Mm-hmm. What do you want to change so that when you look in the mirror, it looks like a certain thing? What do you want? That's your first step. Look in the mirror and see what you want different. See what you want to change. Then we can break it down from there. We can go into deeper goals. And we'll have long-term goals and short-term. You have to have both. And my biggest thing with some of my clients is to hold yourself accountable. Give yourself rewards when you hit each goal.
Yep.
When you do stuff. Because simple as like, oh, I'm going to go buy a new shirt today, or I get to go shopping, or I get to go here if I lose this much. It's reward for your hard work. Start rewarding yourself and be proud of where you are. Every step is a part of your journey. Every little thing is a new milestone that you didn't hit yesterday, but you hit today. Tomorrow is always a new day, and tomorrow is never promised. So start rewarding the small things, because they will grow into huge accomplishments at the end of the day. By this time next year, you'll look at yourself and be like, wow, look how much I accomplished in this past year. And I wrote it out. I set those for myself, and I went even higher. You just got to set stuff and just start working to achieve it.
Yep, and that's very important. I wanted to touch base a little bit about the physical versus mental before we cap out here.
Yes, that's a huge thing. I feel like in me and Steven's eyes, everything... that's one of the main things we talk about is your physical health, your mental, your emotional, and how it all is related. How working out, how everything adds to it. I'll kind of let you take that spin on it first.
So, the physical versus mental. We always have this thing in our head about, okay, well, I don't know, I can't do this. There's no such thing as I can't, okay? And then once we say I can't do that, it's in there.
Right.
It's stuck in our head. So now we mentally say we cannot do it.
Your words really do create your thoughts. Really do. My biggest thing is you create your own universe. You are the reason your life goes a certain way. If you constantly speak something, I can't do this, I'll never get there, you won't. Simply because you're training your mind to think that way. Start thinking of, I got this, I can do this, it's hard, maybe I didn't give it today, but I'm not going to give up until I get it. You're going to have to fight, but you can never, ever, ever, ever say I can't. That was something that was pushed in my head as a little kid by my coach as a figure skater. Like, I would say I can't do this, and she would literally make me go do laps around the ice, fast as I could, to where I was barely could breathe. My asthma was so bad, but she would push me to that because there is no room for I can't. You can it's just going to take a lot of work. If you keep fighting for it, you'll make it happen. And if you keep telling yourself, I got this, I'll get there, you will. But it's all about your thoughts at the end of the day and what you speak. What you speak is what you believe. Period.
I was just about to say that.
See, our minds, we think just alike.
Literally, whatever you speak of, it becomes part of your mindset. And you have to think, I can. No matter what it is, I can. Once you start putting, yes.
I can. I got this. Give yourself little sentences that, like, start saying, I am. Affirmations. Every day I wake up, I am beautiful, I am strong, I'm doing this, I'm reaching my goals, I'm doing these things. Start telling yourself that. I speak it while I'm driving. I'd be racing my car down the freeway being like, I am amazing. Like, I am going to work today. I'm having a great day. I woke up. I might be a little cranky, but I woke up and I'm moving. Like, we're going somewhere. So it's start being positive about every little aspect. Don't see the negative. The negative is gone, long gone. Just say goodbye to it, because what's the point of dwelling? What's the point of sitting here thinking life is awful? Go and do something for yourself. Forget everybody else for 30 minutes. Go do something for yourself. And that's why I started loving the gym. It was a break from everything. And that's where I mentally started realizing things and changing my thoughts, because physically I was feeling better.
Yep.
And it all ties into one.
And I'm going to put this as a prime example. So I'm kind of like the king of hip thrust at our gym. But hip thrust is, if you're really trying to get a booty, hip thrust is the way to go. But we'll get into tips of, different muscle groups later. But for this one, I used to say, I don't know if I can hip thrust. I can't hip thrust that much. Like, are you kidding me? Hip thrust 400 pounds? You want me to hip thrust 400 pounds with a barbell? Absolutely not. I can't do that. Well, eventually, as I worked myself up, I started off with 135. Then I put another 245s on both sides the following couple weeks later. Hey, I PR'd again. There you go. That's not the right way to PR. You want to move yourself up little by little. So like 5s, 10s, 2.5s if the gym has it. You don't want to just throw on another plate right off rip. I just did it because I'm like, okay, well, that was real easy.
He's a little crackhead energy at times when it comes to hip thrusts.
Hey, I love my butt, So I kind of just started slowly going up the ladder. Right now, I mean, we did butt last week.
Yeah, the past few weeks we've been doing our butts workouts together. And the crazy part is ever since I tore my shoulder, I haven't fully hip thrusted an actual bar. I took a dumbbell, I took a barbell, a small one, and did it, but I never did like an actual free bar with plates on it. And I kept telling Steven, I was like, I want to hip thrust, but I'm afraid to do it on my own because of like your posture and everything of what you lean on with, and you're using it's all on your shoulders when you're leaning. And I was terrified, and I was like, you know what, let's just do it today. And what did I PR? 340 on my first day, like back to like doing it with the bar. I mean, but I do other high intense training to where that weight is something I can do. If you're brand new to it, of course you're not going to even start there. But like another thing is I'm a little thick. And the bar doesn't just slide over easily, so we had to put plates, or you have to do stuff to make it more easy for your body. Anything you can make it work if you be creative. Add anything to be creative. Steven didn't even know my trick until I was like, no, we're gonna do this, and we made it happen. But have somebody who supports you. If you can't do it yourself, have someone come with you. Ask somebody to spot you. Ask somebody to help you, because that not only motivates you to do it and holds you to, like, make it happen. Because I was like, I don't know about hip thrusts. I always say I'm going to do them, but, like, I'm afraid. And we were there. Me and Steven, he pulled out the bar. I said, well, I guess it's now or never. And it's all about just going and doing it. Who cares if you've never done it before? Who cares if you're scared? Try it. If you mess up, that's okay. We all fail. That's how you get good. That's how you perfect something is fail, fail, fail. Now I'm starting to get a little better. Now I'm getting a little better. Okay, cool, I got it. Now let's start adding weight to it.
Right.
It's all about practice, practice, practice. Practice always makes perfect. Perfect doesn't just come.
Oh, yeah. And that's very true. I mean, I love the PR when it comes to glutes and legs. Legs
Me too.
are like legs and butt. I love my butt a lot more than I love my legs. But
I think you guys will find out that me and Steven are the king and queen of booty. That is our shit. That is our thing. We talk booty all day, every day. That's just our thing. We love a slim, thick queen.
And that's on period.
And we're going to keep achieving her. So get that dumpy, baby. Go.
And honestly, like, I told myself after I PR'd 500 pounds, which was maybe like
2 weeks ago.
No, that was like...
Oh, three. Probably three.
3 months ago.
Okay.
I PR'd 500. No, 2 months ago, I PR'd 500. And I said, oh yeah, I'm not going to go over 500 pounds. Like, that's just going to be like my max. Well, did you know, my crazy self decided to PR 2 weeks ago on hip thrust at 515.
I want to do hip thrust today. This is the first day we're back, and you were like, well, if you're going to join, I have to PR.
Period. Like, literally, I literally just PR'd 515 that last week, and then we worked out, we did butt together, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to PR 525. For three. Well, technically, it was 4, but I don't count that first rep up.
Right.
So, and honestly, I felt like I could have done more, you know? And if you feel like you can do more, that's not really a PR, technically. Your PR is like 1 or 2.
Where you can't go up anymore after that. And that's how I felt about the 340, but I was like, we just did how many? We did like 4 or 5 sets starting at what, 12?
Yes.
Oh my God. And it was just, at that point, I was just like, all right, we gotta do another thing. My legs had bruises from doing them so much. Now that's another thing. You should not overexert your body. We do, because who would we be if we didn't at times?
Right.
We're not going to push that on to you guys. Do not overexert yourself. It's very bad.
And because we don't want to hear in the comments that, oh, well, Steve and Michelle told me to do this, do that.
No.
Not today.
Part of this podcast is us telling you the good and bad of our journeys. And some of this stuff is the bad parts where me and Steven, we pushed ourselves way too hard that day, and for the next week, we could barely walk. One day, I was so sick because my body was so exhausted from that workout and I didn't get enough food in that I was physically sick that next day, and we both were dying. We couldn't even straighten our legs to walk. Like, that is
my calves were on fire.
I literally tried to stand up and I fell over. Like, I couldn't do it. And that's the part where it's like, I want you to learn. I want you to hear that. I want you to take it in and learn from my mistake. Do not overdo it. If your body is telling you to stop. If your body is telling you to have a rest day, have a rest day. If your muscles are being like, can you leave me alone for a goodness sake? Do it. If your body's asking for food, give it to it. If your body's asking for water, give it. Do not ever hold your body back from what it needs and what it's asking for. And a lot of people do that in the health industry, in the fitness world is, oh, I can't have these extra calories. But your body is asking you for food.
Yes.
It's hungry because you worked out super hard. Feed it. Don't go out here and eat a bag of chips because you're hungry. But get protein in.
I've done that before. I ain't gonna lie.
Do something to get protein in to replenish your muscles. Drink your water. Drink an energy. Something with the proper nutrients and antioxidants and everything in it to replenish what you lost in that workout. Because you lose so much in your workout. Mm-hmm. If you're not replenishing it with the correct thing, why'd you even work out in the first place?
Well, also too, if you're not replenishing your body, your muscles kind of eat at each other, you know, and So you'll go to the gym and be like, why? I'm not growing. Like, I'm not getting big. Well, you're probably not replenishing enough calories that you burned, and you're not intaking, enough.
And that's something we're going to get into deeper in other episodes. We're going to go into nutrition. We're going to go into deep facts. This today is just us talking a little bit about our mind, rambling on about stuff so you guys can feel out our energy, hear who we are, hear our passion, us just talking and having a conversation. And we want to show you guys so much. We want to teach you so much. We want to tell you the good, the bad, the ugly of all of our journeys, of what we have helped our clients with just about everything we want to go over. And we want to be raw and open. So anything you have questions about, anything you want us to cover, let us know, and we will go into it. I don't care if it's talking about the craziest thing in the world that I don't even know what it would be, but it could be implementing, like, what if you're a huge partier? What if you do certain stuff? How do we do that? Because we all have a life. We all have a life outside of the gym, outside of our careers, but we want to do certain things. So we want to cover everything we possibly can to give you guys the best insight to help yourself in your journey. We are here by your side through it all, thick and thin. We want to be here for whatever we can.
Oh, yeah. And, you're throughout the episodes that we post, it's not just going to be us all the time. Most of the time it is.
You're going to just love our energy hanging out with us for like 45 minutes to an hour. But we are going to add some guests in here. Some of our friends who are trainers, some medical professionals, some holistic professionals in the medical field. Just about every aspect of people who we can reach, who we can bring on. One day, I pray that we can bring on some professional athletes once we get into that.
Oh, yeah.
That's my goal.
That's actually our goal.
Yeah, and my goal is to work with NFL players, to do certain stuff like that, and to be able to one day bring them on. It's going to happen. I'm speaking that into existence right now. It is going to happen.
And that's on period.
Period. Okay, but that's the thing.
We dream big out here.
Yeah. So at least maybe once a month, every 2 months, we're going to have a special guest, hear their story, hear their advice. Why do they choose fitness and their things? And we can learn from everybody in this world. Take a few minutes and listen to somebody today. You can learn anything, even from your best friend. And if you can't learn something from them, then they probably aren't supposed to be next to you. But that's a different topic. But yes, sit down, listen, have some fun with us. We're going to have a great time. And this is just day one.
Day one, baby.
Be prepared for what's yet to come.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
I'm so excited.
Me too.